Hello, my wonderful young artists. It is me, Mrs. Zaborski. I have missed you so much, but I am here to present a wonderful art lesson for you. Today, we're going to learn about the artist Salvador Dali. This is Salvador Dali, the man, not the cat. Did you know that Salvador Dali actually designed the packaging for Chupa Chups? I like Chupa Chups, so that's pretty cool to know. Anyway, Salvador Dali was a surrealist artist. So surrealism happened in around the 1930s, and it basically changed the way that art was being made. His artworks were actually looking at dreams, looking at his own dreams. So his artworks were very, very strange, and I think that's why people like them so much, and that's why they are such a important contribution to art. Oh, my Salvador Dali moustache is ruined. Anyway, he was born in Spain in 1909, and he was a surrealist artist. He painted the images of his dreams, and they were quite strange if you have a look here. So we have the persistence of memory. We have the elephants. Tell that they're elephants there, but they're very strange down here. And then we have the artwork sleeping. And he wasn't just a painter, he was actually a director, a theatre director and a movie director. He was a jeweler, he was a writer, he was an illustrator. So he was a very, very eclectic, skillful man. People always thought he acted strangely. They thought he was crazy. I don't know anyone crazy. Anyway, so his artwork, The Persistence of Memory, is a very famous artwork, and in real life it's probably about this big. It's quite small. I always thought it was much bigger than that. And it's famous. It has this idea of melting clocks. Let's see if I can go in a little bit closer. Yeah. So melting clocks. And thinking about your knowledge of science, is that even possible? Melting clocks? Do you think if you put a clock outside it would melt from the heat of the sun? I don't think so. I'm sure if you put it into something that increased the temperature, it would probably melt. But yes, so here's his interpretation of a melted clock in some sort of desert environment. Other interesting things, let's have a look at this one. So my son had a look at this artwork here, and he said, wow, these look like spider legs. Kind of like a daddy long legs. And I'm like, interesting. And then here we have a person sleeping. It's called sleep. And sticks are holding up the face that's asleep, but it almost looks like it's fabric. So yes, his artworks are very strange. So I need your help. I would like you to create a strange artwork. Now you've been learning about melting in science and how heat melts things. What I'd like you to do is think of something that doesn't melt that we know of. Like, I'm thinking of a car. What would it look like if we drew a picture of it melted? I'm also going to use a picture of melted chocolate because I think melted chocolate looks really cool. So I'm going to morph the idea of melted chocolate with a car and see what we come up with. So I'd like you to do the same. In my next video, I'm going to show you how I created it for you to have a go. Another interesting fact before I go is that Salvador Dali was terrified of grasshoppers and that he actually struggled to be able to count money. I hope this lesson has been interesting to you and that sometimes artists can come up with some strange, cool ideas.